be the end. What the? I am speechless. Um, um, is this a new game? Is this a new game? I I don't know if I want to keep playing. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Please tell me that's Sarah, please. The girl is my neighbor and good friends to her children. You know, the kind of friend you would never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because, you know, Jefferson. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frantic. Yeah, I already read this. Better off feeling. Right. Sign idle in front of the crossing and let. Sayori? It's just an ordinary school day like any other. No, it is not. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friends walking to school together. I am. I might cry. I had to check behind me real quick in case of nothing. Just in case. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. No, you haven't. What about Sayori? I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. You did, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. Where did all my saves go? Is it because, like, I started a new game or something? I'm perfectly content just getting by an average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, yeah, funny. Um, I'm trying to make a real world I'm trying to make a real world reference, but I don't know if I can do that now. I'm, yeah, I'm officially terrified. But it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. You'd be surprised. Sayori didn't come and stop me. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Yeah. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Oh, you won't find it by looking at the wall. Clubs. They seem to be saying the same things, but Sayori isn't here. Where is she? Hold on, I need to catch her. Sayori hung herself. Or did she? Monica seemed suspicious. I don't know. Most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Konnichiwa? Was that supposed to be Sayori? Monica, you monster. Monica. You. What happened to Sayori? Whatever happened, I know it was you. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah. If I remember correctly, we didn't meet at all until... Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. Get that disgusting smile on my face. We do know each other. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Yeah. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Like I care. Basically completely out of my league. Everyone's out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuine feels... What did you come in here for anyway? Wait, I just remembered. History. What is that? It feels a little, yeah. So what did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? I was supposed to get construction paper for the Sayori. And markers. Yeah, markers. I got those with Sayori. Why does it feel like you're listening? I guess you could check the closet. You know, where Sayori bumped her head. You were in the debate club, right? How about that? I actually quit the debate club. That's a first. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. I can. I would actually join. I'm getting in over my head. Sayori, what did you do to her? It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Like the festival. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. Oh, literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? If you say four. If you say four. No, there were four of you. It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only three of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. No, duh. It's cause you don't... It's cause... maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm thinking way too hard into this. You don't have a Sayori. I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members keeps her manga collection in the room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too, because it's sort of like comic books. And I think comic books are technically literature. I'm losing track again. Don't forget that of what's going on here. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Shut up, you whore named mother. Hey, Konnichiwa. By any chance, are you still looking? How would you know that? How did you... Wait, still. Yeah, how do you know that I'm looking for a club to join? Huh. I mean, I guess so, but... In that case... Is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I wouldn't ask you to join, but... If you could at least... visit my club, it would make me really happy. I don't care what makes you happy. Please? There goes Konnichiwa. I guess I have no reason to refuse. Yeah, no Sayori. That's a reason to refuse. Besides, how could I refuse someone like Monica? Easily! Give me the option and I can press no. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Yeah, check it out and then we're bouncing. Yeah, check it out and we're gonna bounce out of here like a gang of kangaroos. Really see... you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'm looking forward for the materials another time. You're more important. Ugh. And today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Wait a second, how old am I in this game? Am I like 16 in this game and like Monica's 18? Does that make her? I don't know. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! Okay, let's see the members. I brought a guest with me. You absolute demon. Girl 1. Eh? Yeah. A guest. Seriously, Yuri, Natsuke, Monica, royally screw yourselves. Seriously, brother boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. Well, it's somewhat a little feisty. Don't be mean, Natsuke. But anyway, well, anyway, I felt like saying a word with the letter S in it for some unknown reason. Maybe because I've been thinking about Sayori. Anyway, welcome to the club, Konnichiwa. Oh, words escape me in this situation. This club. Of course. So let me guess. You're Monica's... What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sadder attitude. Sadder attitude is name apparently Natsuki. One I don't recognize. I recognize her. You probably... Where's my... Oh, hold on. That was my watch. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Hold on, wait a second. How old is... I'm looking it up right now. How old is Natsuke? Well, I'm gonna burn my search history. She's around like 15 to 16 years old or something. So like, she's around 15 to 16 probably. I don't know. I looked it up and the game devs said like they're all around about 18 or something. She is probably around 15 to 16. She's around like 17. And she is 18, which makes her the oldest. This is Yuri, the vice president. You are not the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time coming up with someone like Natsuke. Yeah, it's nice to meet both you. So I ran into Konnichiwa in the classroom, and he decided to come out and to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought someone new? Sayori did. I was going to... Well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Konnichiwa? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Of course, like around the first video. Except we don't have my girl Sayori. Mad. I'm mad that Sayori is not here. And I'm still thinking about that. Sayori hung herself. Jeez. I got like 10 to 16 more minutes left of streaming. And then we're gonna have to wait till like Saturday midnight. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuke sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. Because she is my adult. She is my parent. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here. Yeah, no duh. My plans were taken up, okay? My plans were to stare at the wall and think about what happened to Sayori. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty, I'm saluting if you can't see, which of course you can't, it is my duty to make sure the club is fun and exciting for everyone. I think we have two different definitions. Speaking of definitions, I gotta check out what that Monica thing. So I don't know. I tried looking up. All I'm getting is just. I tried looking up what like the Natsuke joke was, like the being compared to squids. Like the whole comparing her to a squid. And all I'm getting is just pictures of Monica and basically mixed with a human squid version of herself. That's all I'm getting. Anyways, let me use this time useful. Let me put my time to use. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club. There were. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort in starting something brand new. Yeah, like you told me before. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. However, you have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Yeah, you already told me this. And my mouse is frozen. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow into this club before we graduate. Yeah. Move it, mouse. Right, Natsuke? Well, I guess. Natsuke reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard to find these two. She wouldn't have to work hard if she found Sayori. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before settling down the teapot in the middle. As you can tell, I'm very mad about what happened to Sayori. And also depressed. How could they do that to my girl Sayori? You keep a whole tea set in this? Of course they do. We figured this out like months ago. Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. The teachers. So, after all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy it? But yeah. I guess. My god, it's like deja vu all over again. I wonder if the poems will be different. Because, like, Sayori's not here. She may have had, like, huge influence over the entire club. And don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. And that's not... That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yeah, Sayori was the main reason I joined the club, okay? How are you going to convince me to join this? My character may have lost his memory, but I still have mine. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Kenichi, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't have any girls. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuke's head suddenly perks up. Of course. She's about to say, and then she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. No, duh. Well, that can change. What am I saying? Something stupid, that's what you're saying. Spoke without thinking about... Oh, spoke without thinking, after seeing Yuri's sad smile. What about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri chases the rim of her teacup with her finger. What kind of teacups do you have? Oh, sorry. The headphones and my glasses do not mix. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. I wonder if that's the same. Like, the level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story is such, in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. Of course, we already know this. But you know, one person we don't know too much about, Sayori. Let's get into that. What happened to her? Well, I personally know what happened to her, but what happened to her in whatever this, like an alternate timeline or something? She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way in her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Yeah, we found that out. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Same. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination? Isn't it how a writer can... I don't think you said that originally. Now I gotta take what like she says now into effect. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? That's what I do. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to on a level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Or a wall. Because I think that's what you originally said. I don't know, the first episode was 2 months ago. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think, or it takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Same. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, that's because I start over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually write about cute things, don't you, Natsuke? What? What gives you that idea? Huh. You left a piece of scrap paper behind at the last club meeting. Or maybe because she keeps her entire manga collection. It looks like you're working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Hey, give it that back. Fine. That's okay, you write your own poems? Well, I guess... Wait a second, that's supposed to be Yuri's thing. Yeah. If I remember correctly, Yuri's... I'm supposed to ask that to Yuri. Like you write your own poems and stuff. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuke averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, no, not a very comfort. Yeah, that's what I said to Yuri. I understand how Natsuke feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just... The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and show them the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? If you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuke and feel more comfortable to share hers. Yeah, you do not give the best advice. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. No. How about this? Natsuke and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Yeah. The next time we meet, we'll all share them each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah. I didn't agree to join, and I don't plan on doing it. Um, uh, I mean, I thought it was a good idea. It was the original idea. You don't have Sayori to back it up, but I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take a responsibility for vice president after all. Yeah, because if not Sayori, who else? I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new yeah, I didn't. It seems like a good step for us to take. Do you resolve mission? Hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah, what's that? How is the topic? I've only come forth, that's what I'm on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but Sayori, hold on, let me say it how it's properly supposed to say. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All the girls staring me back with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought. Eh? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. Guess I need to tell you the truth. Thing is, yeah, you didn't think about that. Maybe if Sayori was here, then you would have enough members. We need 4. I've been really trying. Well, Sayori would have been your 4th member, so. And if we don't find one more before the festival, technically we're not a club. We're a squad. A squad is like usually a group of 4. 5. That would technically be a club. I'm defenseless against these girls. I'm not. Screw you. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's all like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in that situation. I won't. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the person needing to spend every day with these boy, just leave. Right. Okay, I've decided now. I'll join the literature club. Yeah, you didn't even consult me. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. It seems that they all lighted up together. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Kenichiwa? That still doesn't mean you have a chance with me. Yeah. It could be fun, right? No, it couldn't. It really, really couldn't. Yeah, and so did Sayori. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super. Yeah. Konnichiwa, I'm sorry, I don't care. We could become an official club now. Great. While he's doing that, I'll just be, go crying in the corner about Sayori. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that we can officially end tonight's meeting on a good note. Like you said. However, everyone's tonight's assignment. Blah. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Right. Monaco looks over at me once more. Control, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monaco with my mediocre writing skills? With me, you can go screw yourself. I already feel the anxiety welling me up inside. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I honestly want to see what this tea set looks like. Please, let me see it. The curiosity is killing me. What does it look like? I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. See you tomorrow then. Can't wait. I can. With that, I depart from the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Four. Natsuke. Yuri. And... I pause. Of course, Monica. No, Sayori. Natsuke. Yuri. Monica. As you can tell, I am very mad about Sayori. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? No, you will not. Trust me. I've done this before. You may not remember it, but I did it before. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. You already had that chance. You put it on Sayori. And now she is dead. Alright. I've spent like 2 months with Sayori. So. 2 months. Together with like Sayori, and now I have to pretend like it didn't even happen. I just need to make the most of the circumstance, and now it feels like a piece is missing of me now that Sayori is gone. Is this what breakup feels like? Except breakup doesn't usually end in suicide. It's like breakup but hardcore. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight, yeah. Sure, what is... Okay. That was, very strange. Well, I'm officially depressed. Anyways. Now I don't know what to do with myself. Sayori was the main one I was going after. Now she's gone. Curse you, game, for making me feel things. Yeah, I'm gonna be thinking about that, like, for the rest of my week. Yeah, I'm just sitting here contemplating that. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed, because I sure didn't. The video. I'm going to be crying for a while that knowing that now Sayori officially hung herself, and the game is just acting like nothing ever happened, and that Sayori technically didn't exist. Basically, trying to make me feel that the game didn't exist. So that is soul crushing. Like that is legit heartbreaking, dude. I don't know if I'm. I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Well, I gotta end this video at some point. Might as well end it now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really didn't. So come back Saturday, and I will be doing another Doki Doki Literature Club video. Also, I'm going to be doing. Well, I'm going to try and do Far Cry 6 tomorrow. For those on Twitch, I'll be doing Far Cry 6 tomorrow. So hope you'll stop by. I'm gonna be like starting at like 3 o'clock or something. Yeah, around 3. So anyways, I'm going to spend the rest of my night thinking about this. Hope you guys had a good time, and yeah, see you next time, I guess. Bye. I am super sad.